Just like Judge Laurel Beatty shared, everyone has a white pants story. And even if you don't menstruate, you have been a part of a white pants fiasco. And today, I'm here to share with you my white pants story. 10 years ago, right here in Columbus, Ohio, I was attending an event very similar to this. And I went to the bathroom, and just like 86% of women, I realized I started my period unexpectedly in public without the supplies I needed. And as I'm MacGyvering my own tampon out of toilet paper, I'm looking around, and all I see is a quarter-operated tampon and pad dispenser and overflowing waste bins that are nasty. And I'm thinking, there has to be a better way. And by the way, if toilet paper is offered for free, why aren't tampons and pads? Right? If we offer soap, paper towels, tissue, urinal screens, why can a girl not get a tampon? And so at 18 years old, I made the decision to leave college and build what is now known as Aunt Flo. And in the past 10 years, I am proud to say that we have built a real solution to ensuring no one ever has to worry about getting their period in public. And our business model is simple. We've created a patented tampon and pad dispensing system and organic cotton period products. And just like businesses purchase toilet paper, soap, paper towels, urinal screens, coffee, and tea, they now purchase Aunt Flo period care solutions to put in their bathrooms. And today, 150 universities have implemented Aunt Flo free period care in their bathrooms. 28 of the Fortune 500 companies. Aunt Flo is the design standard for Apple retail stores, Wells Fargo offices, and Google offices alike. When I started Aunt Flo 10 years ago, not a single state had passed policy requiring schools to offer free period care. And today, 27 states have passed policy requiring accessible period care. And our great state of Ohio has the largest state-funded period care program in the United States with $5 million allocated. I know, and this is also important because tampons and pads are still not covered by SNAP or WIC. And if you've had to buy them, you know they are really expensive. And we have proven that offering free period care in school bathrooms, not in the nurse's office, you go to the nurse when you're sick, in the bathrooms, increases attendance amongst girls. And so that's why we are proud that 4 million students rely on Aunt Flo free period care in their school bathrooms. Truly incredible. And today, 70,000 bathrooms have implemented Aunt Flo freely accessible period care in the bathrooms, all 50 states and 3 countries. Wow, it's so incredible. This is really exciting, except when we realize there are 10 million female commercial bathrooms in the United States. We have not even hit 1%. And this is extra problematic because I'm not the first person in Columbus that's been talking about menstruation. Our very own Nancy Kramer, who is known for creating Resource Amirati that was sold to IBM, did a TED Talk about accessible period care in 2013. And then, when I was 18 years old, I was featured on the cover of 614 magazine, Clap Clap. At that exact same time, I was working at Mozart's Cafe in Clintonville because I was not getting yeses fast enough, and I could not afford to keep going with just the business. I had to continue to waitress. And by the age of 20, I was featured on Columbus's 40 Under 40, Clap Clap. But at that, but at that same time, I was told that exact same week by a Columbus, Ohio CHRO that they couldn't implement free period care Because if they did that, what would they do for the men? We have been widely celebrated in Columbus, and I'm not saying celebration is bad. I am very grateful for the claps and hurrahs. But the challenge is, when I look at this image and all the tall buildings on the Columbus skyline, not a single one of them have implemented a complete period care solution. And I'm not talking about a jimmy-rigged tampon dispenser that's now converted to free vend with period products in it that are older than I am. I'm not talking about Susie, who's funding the period products out of her own money to put them in a cute little basket so that her girlies can get product. I am talking about a real comprehensive period care solution that costs just $5 to $10 per female employee per year with Aunt Flo. It is really confusing to me that we are so good at putting our hands together like this. Y'all just did it, and I loved it. I love to hear it. Clap, clap. But the challenge is we need to put our hands together like this, like this, like this. Oop, maybe not like that. Women's clothing is impossible. That's a whole other TED Talk. We're not moving the arms that way. But back to this one. We really need to think about if celebration is a cause for inspiration. We put our hands together like this, as if the job is done. Oh, Claire was on the cover of 614 magazine. She must not need Amflo period products in my business. Oh, yay, clap, clap. The Women's Fund, 25th anniversary. Yay, yay, clap, clap. We're clapping as if the job is done, as if the race is over. But we need to view celebration as a cause for inspiration. Because today, there are only 70,000 bathrooms stocked with accessible period care. And there are 10 million female commercial bathrooms in the United States. And so if we were to use this celebration as a cause for inspiration, my question is, what is the smallest thing that we could do? The smallest action item, the smallest inspiration we could take away? For Aunt Flo, that would be stop hiding your tampons up your sleeve when you go to the bathroom. Stop doing it! Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. And if people are uncomfortable, you can tell them, well, you better stock the bathrooms with period products, otherwise I'm gonna be traipsing along with my tampon. Smallest thing, the next time that you see accessible period care in a business, thank the business. Thank the organization, recognize that they are making that investment. And for the Women's Fund, if you came here tonight and were gifted a ticket, consider making that gift in a donation to the Women's Fund tonight. Now, as women, we're always asked about the tiny little things, the itsy-bitsy little things, but I want us to think big. What are the biggest things that we can do? What is the biggest inspiration that we can take tonight? For Aunt Flo, that would be clicky-clacking a little email to your facilities director and saying, why the hell are our bathrooms not stocked with free period care? It costs less than $10 per female employee per year. Can we get this done? Why haven't we done it already? And for the Women's Fund, I have an idea. Think about the impact, the donations that you made in 2025. Calculate that number, double it, and consider giving it tonight. Because today is a celebration. It is the 25th anniversary. And we must ensure that the Keyholder celebration unlocks inspiration. Thank you.